Hello dear hoteliers and welcome to the new HotelFriend property management system updates demonstration. These updates span multiple areas, especially invoice creation, group bookings, task management, registration forms, inventory, and more. We've listened to your feedback and invested in features that simplify your operations, improve data capture, and provide you with greater control. So let's dive into the details. Let's start from our groups, companies, and invoicing. So on the screen right now, we are on the group reservation page. I have 3 reservations here. Let's take a look how our invoicing changed. So let's go to Actions, Create Invoice. Before, when you had group reservations with many nights, the Create Invoice model was opening quite some time because all this data for your company was loading to the left side. And now the model is opened momentarily. By default, we are showing 10 items on the left side you can choose from. You can load 10 more, or you can filter you can filter by guest, for example, and select all items of the specific guest or few guests. So now we simplified this view, added more control, and increased the speed of this model view. Now let's move to the right side of this model. We added a new view type, detailed and grouped. So detailed mode works like it was before. Each charge for each stay period was in the separate line. If you had a huge group reservation for 30 nights with orders, city taxes, cleaning fees, it would be a huge list here. So for such reservations now, you can use the grouped view, and all items will be grouped by reservation and by the dates. This grouping applied only to rooms and city tax. Other options or orders are not grouped. Alright, let's move on to the next step. Let's, for example, add some option from the chance. On the second step, when we creating reservation for a company, we have a guests field. This field was a bit confusing before. Now we added some tooltip describing how this field works. So it states that these guests will be searched in the selected company and will be displayed in the header of the invoice if this option is enabled in invoice settings in Settings General module. So now I selected Anado and Chance Parker. Also, if I need any additional guests from this company, I can also select them. Let's see what are the guests we could select from. Okay, we could select Scott Parker. Let's go here and select Scott. All right. Also, we added the ability to we shortened this list on the second step. Now we show the limited amount of items. If you need to edit them or view them all, you can use the show all button. So now let's preview our invoice. As we can see, the guests in the header are only the guests we specifically selected. If we wouldn't add any additional guests, only Anna would be displayed in guest section. Now we have better, easier control over who is displayed in our header. But these guests are tied to company, so these guests must have company selected in the company field in their profiles or guest card. And another improvement about company invoices is displaying all living guests near their invoice items. For example, twin double room number 8 for 5 nights is assigned to Chance Parker. A single room for 3 nights is assigned to, not assigned, but Alexandra Smith living in that room, and so on. So now we have more details and information of who exactly lives in the specific room, even though the invoice is for the company. All right, let's move on and let's see what other improvements we've added to the group reservations. Let's go to the groups list where we can see all our group reservations. We added the accommodation field here that displays for how many guests this group reservation was created. And also we added a new action for group reservations in booking engine status. So let's go and create a group reservation for a week, for example. Let's select 4 rooms. Let's assign the name of the guest, select the status booking offer, go to the next step, check what we've added. 4 rooms for 6 nights each. Let's confirm. Okay, we have our group reservation ready. So before, we had either to wait till the guest confirms the booking offer, or if we are on a phone with the client, we got the approve for the booking offer, we had to go and manually change each individual reservation status to confirmed. To enhance this action, to simplify this operation, we added the action. So now you can select all the reservations in booking offer status, and specifically for this status there will be action confirm available, and this action will change all these reservation statuses to confirmed. Nice and quick. So single action, status change in bulk. All right, let's move on to the next feature. And the next feature is about our tasks and their descriptions. So we have our create task window with the description of the task, which we can now format. And let's hit the save button. Okay, we can see our task is saved. We can edit it. So by your request, we added some formatting options for the tasks. Okay, let's move to the next feature in the list, and this will be reservation form. So let's say we have a reservation, we have some guests set for this reservation. We want to create registration form for the booking. Let's use that action. So now our registration form is improved. We added more information about additional guests, made it in this table view, so each additional guest along with the name, surname, will also have date of birth and nationality. Okay. And to the last feature for this update, we moved our inventory module to be more easier and faster in access. Before it was here in settings, now we moved it to in-house. So nothing pretty much changed, just more easy and fast access to this module. That's about main features. Also, in every release we trying to improve some usability and resolve some issues. This time we resolved all the issues with canceling reservation, specifically with the cancellation email. Removed some redundant data from that email. Also, we fixed action of sending invoices to guests in cases the action is called from the invoice in reservation view. Also, we fixed the selection of rooms in the out of service model window on the front desk. So before there was an issue if you wanted to create out of service for some time frame and you had some deleted bookings, some deleted rooms in your hotel, there was duplications of these rooms over here. So this issue is now resolved. Only active enabled rooms will be available for this selection. And also some quota improvements, some issues related with some rare cases of using out of service status are resolved, and some VAT calculations in Gastronov integrations also were resolved. So this is pretty much it about this update. Thank you all for joining. We hope that this update